Hello everybody, this is Khashayar and welcome to part 3 of Inventory Manager. As I said in the last video, I'm going to edit a little bit at item method, and what I think is we could have a duplicated item in a list in a container. So just write, we can have very simple data check at the beginning after we are getting the info and data from with get method from the windows, from the entry windows actually. So first we say if the length of the self dot container it's not 0 for item in self dot container for item in self dot container if self dot name in item, then we can write something for now. After we can change it and use message box print item is in inventory, something like that. Actually, let's print also, make up the message box, why not? tkinter dot message box dot show info, and on top message. Or do we need to write message? Yeah, maybe, why not? Message, and here same thing, item is in inventory. Okay, and else if the item is, if the name is not in item, then we can just copy here actually cut it because we need another else. So here again, else if length of the container is not 0, which means if there is something in a container, then do this data check. Else if it's the first time you are using, we are going to add something in container for the first time, just append everything to the list. So here a very short message, print just self dot container, that we can see what's going on there. And now, for example, we add book, add price 200. Yeah, we have book, and when now we want to add another book, we shouldn't be able to do that. Yes, item in inventory, and we have the message box here, item is in inventory. Okay, and after we are going to write, when we are done with these functions, we are going to have like inner loop function, something that give us the ability to edit different fields of our entry, data entry. For example, we have a book, we have another book, then we need to make the system ask us, okay, you want to edit the existent field or you want to add another one. And for example, you want to add a new price to existing field or add new information or description, something like that. Okay, now let's take care of save. As I said before, this is not connected to any database, and we are actually trying to write a very simple database also. We are going to have, I'm not sure if it's not even a CSV file, because we just write our list into the text file, and we will have another text file like backup. So the next time when we are going to load the program, it will empty the text file, load the program, and after copy the text file to the temporary text file and clean the text file. So it's just a little bit playing with file operation, and we will see. And of course we could also write comma separated file or value, something like that, or we could just use a JSON file, and maybe with another program, with another tutorial. So now for save method, let's create two files. Call it data file equal open, and we name it data.txt. If I have it here, no, I don't have it. So you can see how it will create txt, and with a switch. A switch is like append. So if you have a write switch, it will just write and rewrite on the same file. But a switch is just appending to the file. And we create temporary data file equal open with the name temporary data.txt. Now we use W switch because we just want to write it on the file. And for example, now let me check this. We can use try except block, try catcher block, how you want to call it. Actually, it's catching exception, so it really doesn't matter. So try data file dot write in each line, in each new line, dot join. Here it can be a little bit tricky. So string of item for item in self.container. You might ask why we are using a string here, because we already know we are getting everything as a string, and the class, the attributes are a string. But if we don't use a string, the system will mistake this line with a generator, and we will have error after. And we say, and actually this is kind of very simple loop, for loop, but we just compact it into the one-line string, one-line command for writing the file from the list to the text file. And here data file dot close, and you always have to close the file. So we say tkinter dot message box dot show info, and top, the title will be save and the message will be complete. Except, what kind of exception we can have? We can have type error or file not found error, but because with open we already, if there is no file, it will open it, and if there is a file, it will create it, and if there is a file already, just open it. So we can say except type error, and as a message tkinter dot message box dot show message box show info. We have error box, and the error will be type error. something like that. And we as you see, we have two files. We have another file. Then let's take care of it. Try. Now temporary data file, which we already opened it here in the second line of the block. Temporary data file. We need to just right and here and just copy this line. And it will do the same thing. And we don't need to have any message. It's up to you. Maybe you want to have also message for temporary data file saving. But now I will just write except again type error, and we just copy this tkinter. Oh, what I done? Many people are sending a message now. All right. And but one thing, of course, we need to close it. So temporary data file dot close. Hopefully everything is okay. And let's try it. Let's run the program. I hope you can see everything here. Okay. Let's, for example, add something like chessbook, price 250, any currency, quantity 10, info like what's like English opening, add, and try to save it. Okay, save complete. But the temporary file, data file is not defined. All right, where? Data temp. Yeah, because I forgot here the temporary data file. All right, my bad. Do it again. If I have, as you see here, it's created two data file. One data, one temp data because of typo. So let's delete these two. Okay, and now run the program again. Again, for example, chessbook 250 NOK, and we have 10, and for example, yes, English opening, something like that, 10. Now save file. We save it, save complete, and no error. It means okay, at least we don't have any type error while we are saving to the temporary data file. And in our folder we have data and temporary data, and it's just kind of dumping the text to the text the string as it to the text file. Same is going with temporary file. Okay, I think this can be enough for this video. So thanks for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe, and I see you in next video.